keep it going for Zeke Nicholson. Zeke Nicholson. Come on for Zeke.
All right, so it's a week before my college graduation, and I get voted the Williams College class toaster. So that meant that it was gonna be my job at our senior dinner to get up on stage and give this like funny, fun, pithy little speech and then tell everyone to raise their glasses to the future, right? And I was hyped up about this. Like, I campaigned for this position. I was like, hell yeah, I got this. I'm fun, I'm funny, I'm gonna kill it. This is a legacy builder. People are gonna remember this. And so I get it, right? But the thing is, I don't have any experience in this department, right? I'm not a theater kid. I had never really done any public speaking or performance to speak of, so I did what any good college kid would do. I did a lot of research. And I start watching like any funny speech I can find on the internet, and I come across this Harvard commencement speech from 2006 by Family Guy creator Seth MacFarlane, and it goes exactly like you're picturing in your mind right now. He's like doing all his fun voices. He's like, hello, I'm Peter Griffin, right? And people are going nuts and loving it. And I was like, I gotta do this. So I proceed to put together what I am convinced all 500 of these drunk college kids are undeniably gonna wanna see, a 4-character interwoven narrative monologue. Boom, yeah. So I'm not a fool, right? I want to get some like extra eyes on this, so I hire a director. I get my friend Chris Fox, who's like a proper theater kid, to like take a look at my piece and help me out with it. And like useful feedback from Chris would have been like, yo, I think you're doing too much, don't do that. But he instead was like, have you heard of this technique called character popping? And I was like, no, what is that? And he was like, that's when you choose a distinct eye line and body position to differentiate between your characters. And I was like, that's perfect, I gotta do that. So I incorporate that into my routine, and it's the night of the toast. So I'm gonna give you guys a little snippet of what it was that I did that night. So basically, I told the story of this guy named Will, whose island was straight ahead, and he like kind of talked like this. He was like a pretty regular dude, and then I would character pop, and I became his girlfriend, Sarah, who was like, they met freshman year, and she kind of talked like this, and then I popped again, and I became his roommate, Peter, who was a British guy. I've never been able to do a British accent, but I really wanted to. Peter, and then finally pop, and I became Chet, his nemesis, his football player, because it was a hero's journey, and you need an antagonist. So I kind of like bring the whole thing together with this tagline that I feel encompasses what it is that I'm trying to say, which is Williams College, characters welcome. Now, if that sounds familiar to you, it should, because it's the tagline from the USA Network, which is a fact that I knew. I was graduating college, but I guess was like a little soft on the whole concept of plagiarism. So I did that, but like much longer. And you know when you're like in a car accident, right? And like just time slows down and like your system is just being flooded with epinephrine to prepare for trauma. Like that's what I was going for. I'm just like, I'm feeling every moment. I'm seeing all of these confused faces because frankly, it was narratively incomprehensible. And it was just like, I'm hearing every scratch of the chair as people are getting up to go refill their chicken marsala plates at the buffet. And I get off stage and I'm just deflated, right? My legacy as like this cool, fun, funny guy is just in tatters. I'd worked so hard on this thing and ate the biggest bag of shit you could ever eat, right? So 5 years go by and my friend Zach proposes to his girlfriend Nicole, and it's like not unexpected. They've been together for a long time, and I say, congrats, Zach. And then as a joke, I say, hey, you know what would be funny? What if I emceed your wedding reception? And smash cut to 8 months later, I find myself standing on stage getting set to intro the bride and groom because that joke became a reality. You better believe I emceed that damn wedding. So I'm like, my heart is kind of beating out of my chest, but I got a couple things going for me that I didn't have during the class toast debacle, which is that I'm just a little bit older, right? I'm more kind of confident in myself. I was not so desperate to prove myself to classmates that I ultimately wouldn't see again for another 5 years. And so my plan was like, I didn't prepare at all. I didn't write anything. I certainly didn't hire a director. I was just like, I'm gonna go up there and be myself, right? But here's the thing, at weddings, people want to be entertained, and myself is fine, but you know it's more fun, not me. So I didn't really even plan to, but what happened was that I popped into the character of this veteran wedding MC, and I was like, what's up, y'all? Y'all having a good time at this wedding? Let me hear you say, hell yeah! And people are like, hell yeah, and they fucking loved it, oh my God. And I just that, I'm off, I'm rolling around, I'm telling jokes, I'm doing crowd work. I was like, give it up for mom and dad, give it up for the bride and groom. At one point, I literally go, give it up for me, because I'm up here hosting my ass off, and they did. I went full Steve Harvey on this wedding, I didn't even mean to. And it was amazing, right? And then suddenly we're at the portion of the wedding reception where the toasts are being made, right? And I'm like, ooh, there it is. Sweet, sweet redemption. And so the best man gives his toast, and then the maid of honor gives her toast, and I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna seize this moment. So I took it, and I was like, hey, y'all, real quick, before we get out of here, can we just raise our glasses to Zach and Nicole? They are a beautiful couple and an inspiration. And I meant it genuinely, they really are. And I look around at this wedding reception, all of them with their hands in the air, and they think they're toasting, celebrating love. But I know the truth. They are celebrating my legacy as a fun, funny, cool guy who's pretty good at giving toasts. Because you know what, y'all? Character's welcome. Okay.